You know what? Let's hold off on Marvel because, like, this week in particular, we've got really more like nerd culture, like TV and movie news than gaming news. So let's go ahead and get PlayStation Plus out of the way, and then we'll get into some TV.
Well, that's all. This is thick talks, bro. I have to disagree. Even though all of this is thick talk, all of it is thick talk because with PlayStation gaming, PlayStation Plus lineup, even though we've seen it, and I know me and Lady Gunner are going to have a moment with Jacks 2 and 3 because that's what we wanted. They are coming with trophies for some of these retro games there, which, if you are anyone here or gamers of that sort, going after the trophies is all that matters and getting that platinum boy.
Absolutely.
So being able to have these retro games with trophies into them says a lot of the investment in the development of this, of the PlayStation Plus new tier list that's coming out is phenomenal. And
it's going crazy,
bro. I'm super excited for this. There's a lot of good games that's being shown, and I'm going to go ahead and address this. We have a Xbox guy that Kyle told me to slow down on, not to address, but I'm going to address him now. Brian is a huge Xbox fanboy. This individual said, I'm kind of upset about this PlayStation Plus because you don't get Last of Us 2, no Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm like, out of those two games, you're upset about this? He was like, well, you get Last of Us 1, you get Spider-Man's, why can't you get those? So
Red Dead Redemption 2 is actually on that list.
Oh, I think it was Red Dead. He said something of the sort. But he was complaining about those and Last of Us 2, and there was a couple things that I wanted to say. I'm like, hold on. You complained about Last of Us 2. You even thought it was a good game. So why are you complaining about it not being there? 2, you've been silent ever since nothing of Xbox is coming out. Nothing. This year has been canceled. Your 2022 has been canceled.
Not your 2022 has been canceled.
I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Look, man.
Am I wrong?
I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I mean, because it's hilarious and it's quite true. Because yeah, they're on the struggle bus. They are on the struggle. Like, and I said this last show, but technically right now because not Santa Monica, I forget what MLB's the show studio is called because they changed the name recently within the last couple of years. But PlayStation and Sony technically has released more first-party studio games on Xbox than Xbox has because MLB The Show is a Sony product from PlayStation Studios, where Xbox has not released a single exclusive first-party title this year. So that really depicts how big the issue is. How does your competition release more first-party titles than you can release on your own console? You know? Exactly.
So there's that, and we can dive deeper into what we want more of on this tier list. But I want to have a moment with Lady Gunner. Greg, I'm kicking you out. This is
so
me.
Hold on before you listen, because I know where you're going here. I know where you're going, and I know where you are getting ready to party.
You see, he stopped us for having our moment, Lady Gunner.
Oh yeah. So, because this is what I want to ask, because I actually have a list up of everything from each of the things, from the PlayStation 4 and 5 list, the classic tiers, and like I've got the game list for everything. Do you want me to run down those and you guys just have your party when we get to that section?
No.
Or okay, well, go ahead and do your thing.
Well.
Get the fuck out the way.
Right. Lady Gunner, you said, hold on. Like, no, hell no. That was it. Lady Gunner, you didn't say it with enough bass in your voice, and I'll say it for you. Greg, get the fuck out the way. This is me and Lady Gunner's moment right now. None of these games matter. None of that we care for. Lady Gunner, we have Jacks 2 and 3 on this list. girl. When are we going to stream together, and when are we going to nerd out on how we got our boy in the PlayStation tiers, when we can have moments about
Jack 1 is on there too, actually, too, guys.
Yeah, Jack 1 came out free for PlayStation Plus. I already got that saved.
Come on now.
As they come out.
And don't forget Jack X Combat Racing.
We don't care.
It's there as well.
Lady Gunner, you see how Lady Gunner, you see how again he's trying to interrupt our party about 1, 2, and 3, and he's going to come in with Jack Racing.
1, 2, and 3.
Hey, look, man, I'm just here to deliver the facts. Okay?
You're here. You are a buzzkill. You're the type
F8X.
You're the type of person
not gonna lie, never even heard of Jack Racing X.
You know what I'm saying? We coming in with the heavy drinks, the exclusive big boy drinks, and here he come. With White Claw, with the White Claw.
No,
who wants White Claw?
Look, I'm just saying, y'all love Jack and Daxter. I mean, Jack and Daxter have their own kart racer with combat in it. Like, I figured you guys may be excited about that.
I did like Daxter's Adventure on PSP, but I ain't see the racing.
Yeah, I didn't love that one.
I kind of did. He got his own little life. I don't sit on your shoulder all day. You know what I'm saying?
That is his own little life.
You know what I'm saying?
But let's go ahead and make our way down this list here, because there's a couple things that do worry me about this list. And there's a couple things.
Do you have the link to the list?
Actually, I do. I dropped it in the chat.
I will. Perry is just now come out of a coma.
In the stream chat as well. Okay. But starting out here, as we look at the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium tiers, this is where our PS4 and PS5 games are. We've got Alien Nation by Housemarque. We've got Ashen, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Bloodborne is here. Celeste is here.
Valhalla?
Yeah. City Skylines. Concrete Genie is here. That's another awesome one. Control Ultimate Edition. Days Gone. Dead Cells, also an awesome one. Dead Nation, which is another Housemarque title. We've got Death Stranding and the director's cut is there, so that's cool. Demon Soul, damn, the Demon Souls remake is on here,
and they have the original one on there too.
Yeah, this is crazy. We've got Destruction All Stars, Everybody's Golf, which I've been wanting to try, just didn't want to pay for it. We've got Final Fantasy 15, the Royal Edition, Ghost of Tsushima director's cut, God of War 2017, Gravity Rush 1 and 2, Hollow Knight. What's this? Horizon Zero Dawn, Infamous First Light and Second Son. We've got Knack, Little Big Planet, Loco Roco 1 and 2, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Miles Morales and Spider-Man PS4, and the PS5 version is also there for you. Matterfall, Medieval, which I think was a remake. We've got Mortal Kombat, Naruto, NBA 2K22. So you no longer have to pay $60 for the game, and then you have to turn around and pay another $60 to dunk in the game. You can just subscribe and then pay $60 to dunk. So you're saving. That's 50% off in my world. We've got Outer Wilds, Patapon 1 and 2, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil, which I'm thinking is the Resident Evil 1 remake. I'm thinking that's what that is. Resogun Returnal, which is my game of the year last year. Shadow of the Colossus remake. Soul Calibur 6 is on here. Tearaway Unfolded, The Artful Escape, The Crew, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered and its DLC, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, but only the PS4 version. We've got the Nathan Drake Collection. We've got the Lost Legacy, which is like the one that Chloe starred in, Until Dawn and Wipeout. So those are all of our PS4 and PS5 games, which is pretty strong. Like, is there anything, now granted, this is the opening of this service. They said that we would eventually get up to, what was it, like up to like 300 games or some junk like that. Is there anything that is like a sore spot that you feel like is ridiculously missing at this time on that first list?
I have an issue with Last of Us being on there when I know a remake is on its way.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't mind being there, but with the remake and the way they're talking about how it's going to look, that doesn't need to actually be there. I would rather have that one as a service on this list. So there's that.
But I want to play devil's advocate on this for a minute. And it's probably not even devil's advocate, because what I think of when you say that is, remember when Rockstar made the original GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas unavailable, and then the HD remakes were just trash.
Yes.
So I mean, I can't really be mad at it, I guess.
Well, with this, the way people are talking, like from the developer standpoints and even some of the voice actors in the game, they're literally saying like you're going to see why this is coming out, and it's going. I mean, for it to look the way it is from some of the screenshots that's probably possibly been leaked, this game is going to look phenomenal. And Last of Us One is a great game to have. Even though it's not something that I personally will say it's needed right now, but to have it is pretty cool.
I don't know. I think it's needed, man.
Well, because Last of Us 2 was on the 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? So it was there. It had its time. I don't have an issue with it being here. It's not needed. It's wanted. It's more of a want at this point. Last of Us 2, with Fraction Wars, I think the multiplayer, it's more of a need to be on here now more than the remake of 1.
I feel like they should have put it on the third one too. I feel like that would have made the game better a little bit.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing that I think Sony is thinking about, because the rumor right now is that this is actually supposed to be out by holiday season, which is huge, and I hope it's true. And the idea is supposed to be an upgrade of Last of Us 2's graphics to be more in line with the PS5, but have the Last of Us 2's mechanics. And I think they even said they're supposed to be like adding in like more open areas to explore a bit more. But the idea is, we know that the Last of Us HBO series is coming. So I'm thinking what they're trying to do is, if they get it out now, whoever's going to buy that game at the full $60 is going to, or $70, whatever it costs, they're going to buy it, they're going to play it, they're going to love it, or experiencing it for the first time, or if they're just replaying it for the umpteenth time. But what's going to happen is, just like with The Witcher, when that Last of Us HBO series hits, if it hits, guess what? Anybody who is a casual, who maybe they just play 2K, maybe they just have a PlayStation that's just sitting around and gathering dust, and maybe they do have a PS5, I don't know. Those people are going to, at that point, be like, man, I love this show. What? There's a game based on this? And what are they going to do? They're going to go and find the newest version of that game so they can go and play it. So I think it's a good idea, but I do agree that it is like in a weird point where you could definitely argue that it's not absolutely needed. So,
right. So
I'm still going to buy it though, because I'm a terrible human being.
You are currently a terrible human being. So I know terrible, and I think as far as the rest of the list, because I'll have this moment with Angel. Greg, I will mute you if you interrupt our moment. For our tier classic games, we have. I don't care what anyone says. This is for me and Terry. Ape Escape 1 and 2.
Bro, that is for me too. I cannot tell you how excited I am for Ape Escape, bro.
Ape Escape, it's going down. I don't care what no one says. Me
and Spike are going crazy. I'm telling you,
bro. I don't give a damn. Archland, Twilight Spirits. Was it Edge of Control or Baja? BioShock. Wow, BioShock Remastered. That's going to be an investment. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, Bulletstorm Full Clip, Dark Cloud 1 and 2, Fantavision. I don't care what anyone says. Hot Shot Golf used to be my everything.
So just so you know, Perry, Everybody's Golf is actually the newest version of Hot Shot Golf. I don't know if you're aware of that, but they kind of like rebranded and I think tried to go for like a games of service kind of deal with it. It's supposed to be really good. I just didn't want to spend the $60 on it. So I think that should be a co-stream. We're going to hop on some Everybody's Golf and go crazy.
I'm cool with that because I'll dress up and I have a whole fit for golf.
Boy, ain't no way.
I'm here for it.
Oh, y'all think I'm playing like
Let's go.
Perry used to play golf. Like real talk. If you know me, you know I played baseball my entire life. And Greg actually been to one of my baseball games, and he was like, "Bro, I didn't know you could throw that hard." Like, no, Perry got in. One of my secret passions, 2 of them. I used to play tennis a lot at VU, like Vincent's. I used to play tennis, and like one of the tennis players taught me how to actually hit the ball.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks, folks.
Way harder. Also, I'm really good at ping pong. If anyone wants to play, I'm really good in ping pong. And like my other one is golf. Like Perry loves golf. Like when we go putt putt, I really sit here and talk shit to Jazz. Like I'm going in. I focus in. I hit the ball. Like we went to a putt putt range here in AZ. My first four holes, bro, hole in one. I wasn't playing around.
Oh,
I was in there. Even Livy was doing well. Jasmine was trying to stop. I was like, nah, I'm Curry from this point, baby. So then we have Hot Shot Tennis, IQ, Jack's 3, Jack and Dexter, The Precursor Legacy, and Jack. I don't care what anyone say. Me and Angel was about to go in on these games.
I ain't finna play none of them. I'm finna platinum that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for it. Then we got, that combat racing for, the people who bring White Claw to the party.
Hey, look, man. I didn't put the raisins in the potato salad, all right?
You did.
Sony the one that brought the game.
Whatever.
I just pointed out that the raisins is in there, okay?
Go ahead.
That's it.
I'll up out my way. Then we have Jumping Flash. We have Kingdoms of Amalur, Re-Reckoning. We have Lego, Harry Potter Collection, Mr. Driller. I'm going to go ahead and pin that in the back of my head for later on. Rogue Galaxy, Siren, Super Stardust Portable, Siphon Filter, Tekken 2. Yes, I can't wait. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea how happy I am to just go to the Tekken 2 is. I'm telling my dad, like, hey, get you a PlayStation, Pop, because we have memory lane to go by. You remember how you used to beat me with Julie? You remember that? Your son plays fighting games now, and I am now focused. I have beef.
Right, come get some, old man.
For real. Wild Arms 3, Worms Armageddon, Worms World Party for our...
Worms Armageddon is dope as shit, by the way. So definitely check that out if you have never played it. It is ridiculous fun for no reason.
I'm here for it. And before we continue, I meant to say this for Livington. Baby girl has a house empty with no kids. Can we go ahead and get snaps in the chat for Liv? Snaps in the chat for Liv, because now she enjoys what we call the sound of nothing, the nothing of sound, silence.
Right. That opportunity to walk around naked. You know what I'm saying?
It's mad aggressive, bro.
Yeah, hey, what do you do when your kids ain't around?
I go to sleep.
Barry, you live the most boring life.
She said she in that bubble bath right now.
Oh,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Why do I need, bro? See, check this out. You see my feet. Why would I want to walk around without them?
Oh,
like those need to be locked up in socks at all time.
I'm not. That wasn't even a reaction to your feet. That should have been a reaction to your feet. But I just looked at the first title on the PlayStation Plus Premium.
Dude, I know. I'm looking at it right now. I know. I want Lady Gun. Hold on. Lady Gun. Do you have the list up?
The list that he put in the chat?
Yeah. I want you to read the PS3 games, because it's on. When I tell you it's on. As you
gotta scroll down. It's the one segmenting, right?
Asura's Wrath.
Yes.
Yes.
Hot Shot Golf and Famous 2. Ninja Gaiden. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. What? They got some heat on here. Girl, we gotta get people the whole
Ratchet
list.
And Clank, 3 Ratchet and Clanks in the building.
We gotta get people the whole list.
You gotta give them the whole list.
Look, she just trying to give you the highlights, okay?
Castlevania, Lord of Shadows 2, Crash Commando, Demon Souls, Devil May Cry HD, Echo Chrome. What is that?
Echo Chrome is a puzzler game.
Enslaved Odyssey to the West, Fear.
Hold on. Before you continue, I want you to understand, Fear is a phenomenal horror game. I cannot wait. I can't wait to be terrified.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
Is it scarier than Dead Space?
It's debatable.
It's debatable. It depends on what you're. Well, I like both. Dead Space is a different type of scared of just.
Yeah, Dead Space be having me about to poop myself. Now I've been play it. I'll watch it and be like, my stomach.
She said, "You almost had me had to poop myself."
Please
Yeah,
don't poop yourself.
Dead Space scared me. You talking about this debatable? I would not be
Didn't
here.
that happen to us? Remember
Yes,
we went
to the movies.
Oh my god! So we went to go see like the whole squad. Like we went to go see Paranormal Activity. I don't remember which one because
It was the third. It was the third one. I remember it. It was the third one. Buddy,
you know those movies like slow burn, and once they get to the end, shit gets real. This dude, like, we took up like almost the entire row except for like 2 seats. These 2 people that broke up our row that we were trying to take over, like one of them, like as it got to the end and the old ladies popped out and start like chasing after them, and and it got real. Dude shat himself and ran out. Oh my god!
Holding his ass. It was the funniest thing. So we don't go to movies. Go, Angel. If you ever go to the movies with us, make sure it's not a horror film because Perry's.
But I could watch horror movies all day. It'd be the scary games.
Family. When I tell you it's a comedy show, fucking with us because I'm gonna say something so great. You remember when it's the Love Below movie we went to go see? There was a moment where there was a creep that walked past the window. Next thing you hear was Perry was how I slide up in your DMs. Great,
yeah, dude,
screaming.
It was like as so low, far below, or so. I forget
It's called the Love Below. That's the movie.
That's what we call the movie, though, the Love Below. But it was a bad time. Like, I apologize to anybody that was in that theater that day because like there were so many shenanigans and tomfoolery going on.
Right. I didn't mean to slow you down on the list, Angel. Go ahead and finish for the people.
It's okay. Fear, Hot Shot Golf Out of Bounds, Hot Shot Golf World Invitational. Is that Ico?
Yep, Ico. You got it, Ico.
Never heard of that either. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Actually.
If you ever play Shadows of Colossus, those are the people that made that one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Infamous 2, Infamous Festival of Blood. Never played that one. I'm not that
Yeah. You definitely check that out.
Loco Roco, Coco Reco. What the heck? Loco Roco. Okay. Lost Planet 2.
Coco. Oh,
man.
Yeah. Rocho? La Cucaracha?
La Cucaracha.
Yeah, cool. Got
Lost Planet 2, Motorstorm Apocalypse, Motorstorm RC, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. I don't know if you played Ninja Gaiden 3.
Rage inducing.
Out here. Yes.
Yeah, it can be.
Can be, it is.
Rain. Is that like the Heavy Rain game? Or is that
no.
That's something different.
Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty.
Oh.
Quest for Booty. Make sure you check that out. Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare, Resistance 3, Super Stardust, Tokyo Jungle, and When Vikings Attack. I have some games on here I've never heard before. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, this is my thing. Honestly, this is a pretty solid list.
Starting off, remember, this is a starting off list.
But this is my concern. I don't know if you remember, but last week I had mentioned that there were rumors that they were removing some titles from PlayStation Plus. I mean, from PlayStation Now. Mm-hmm. Now, for the most part, like, I'll say not all of them, but maybe about 70% of the games on this list are actually on PlayStation Now as of this very second. But what scares me is there is one game that is not here that should absolutely be here, and that is Metal Gear Solid 4. And that scares me. Because if PlayStation Now is going away, the only way that you can play that amazing classic and piece of video game history is by actually physically owning a PS3. Because again, emulators for PS3s are still ridiculously difficult to deal with and install and handle just because of the way that system was created and the architecture behind it. And I'm scared, man. I think I'm actually probably going to hop on PlayStation Now this week and play through Metal Gear Solid 4 because we may not be able to play it again. at least for a while until they re-release it. But Konami is kind of doing weird stuff right now still.
Doing weird stuff now? You mean they've been doing weird stuff?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been almost 10 years since they've kind of been on this weird train at this moment. So, I'm a little worried about that one. I do know that the Metal Gear HD collections, which has 2 through 2, 3, and then Peace Walker, I know those got pulled from storefronts because they had like a copyright reason. They use a lot of like live like footage and news footage in those. So those were pulled because there was like a copyright issue with one of those scenes that they have to like edit and hopefully re-release. And then on the PS1 tier as well, because PS1 games will be available, we haven't heard anything yet about the original Metal Gear Solid. So I'm hoping that we hear something and we get a re-release for those if they're not going to be on the PlayStation Plus. But all in all, like, I think this is a very, very strong lineup to PlayStation. I mean, to Game Pass, because like me, I own like 70% of these games. But for someone who is coming over from Xbox, someone who is maybe just getting back into gaming or just looking for something for their kids, there's a lot of good stuff on this list. So I'm excited about it. What about you guys? Because I know you guys said that you weren't like necessarily in on the purchase yet. Have you guys changed how you feel about like subscribing for the premium or the plus? Was it Plus Pro? I forget what it is, but are you guys upgrading?
I might still just like subscribe regular, because like even my PlayStation Plus, I get the $10 a month one. I never bought the year one out. I'm just a cheap person like that, so but
Oh my God,
I'm still gonna check it out.
you're not the cheap person. You're paying $120 a year when you could pay 60 a year. So technically, you're actually a baller and paying double the price.
I'm still at that $10 a month.
I'm not mad at you.
Perry's investing because Ashura's Wrath, Jax 1 through 3, and Ape Escape. I Am Better Humans, and then there's Hot Shot. And these are, and I'm trying to see which one's going to be having trophies, because I wasn't into trophy hunting when it came to like the Infamous series. Now it's time to thicken up that platinum trophy case.
Oh, yes.
It's time to thicken it up.
It's crazy. I would have to check my list, but I think I'm only like 4 trophies away from the platinum on the original Infamous. So I might have to fire that back up and play through the game and get those trophies.
I just want to let somebody know, particularly someone on this panel, that I've been on Angel. I've been on a 10-year journey for a particular platinum trophy.
Oh, no.
I have found a way to get these books. So, Skyrim, your days are numbered.
You put no platinum Skyrim?
Bastard is going down.
So I remember it was the PS3 version you were trying to. So are you starting over from scratch on like the PS4 or PS5 version? Or?
Oh no, Playboy. It's I got the remaster version, and that's when I started the trophy hunt. And then it's the same. So I got it on my hard drive on my PS5. We're gonna get all these books, and then when I platinum it, I'm going to hard delete this bad boy. Hard delete.
Right, you gotta punt it.
Oh, it's gone. Like I did I did Elden Ring. I'm punting it. Like I'm done.
Yeah. It's like, but the ultimate way to be done with that, you gotta go ahead. You gotta go and buy the cheapest external hard drive you can find. You gotta beat the game. You gotta transfer it to that external hard drive, and then you gotta take it outside, light it on fire, and then house dump it. Okay?
Like, dude,
just macho man elbow on that bad boy. Like, get rid of it,
bro. Yeah, Angel. I hate it is a love-hate relationship with this game. I'm talking. I did glitches for some of these cheats. Bro. I am done.
You actually have fun on Skyrim, so that's kind of sad to hear. I'm sorry you experienced that.
When you're like, if I'm just playing, it's great. But for some reason, every time I want to do a new build, I end up being the greatest assassin known to man. So there's that.
That's because stealth is overpowered.
It is, and it's beautiful. But like I said, man, PlayStation Plus lineup, I'm excited. I can't wait to invest into it. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm playing that song T Will, and I'm playing the song, and I'm playing that same exact. I'm gonna do a montage and I'm gonna post it. It's gonna be my first ever.
This year.
It's. I'm not even gonna. I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be my first TikTok. I'm gonna make a TikTok and I'm just gonna post me posting. Post me beating the hell out of that damn hard drive.
Beat it like Brian Stewie beat the record, please.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna have the record playing.
I'm here for it.
It's my first and only TikTok. So we have that. Now, talking about
people said they gave me a year.
Getting a yearly boy. So which tier do you guys? What tier are you guys going to invest in? I know G's going to get that bad boy, that thick boy. That well, he already got it.
I already got it, yeah. So I'm good to go.
So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get the big boy tier. There's some games I want to play, because unlike a lot of these people out here in the gaming Twitter universe revealed, to me, gaming is not dead. It's only getting better to me, because Sony aims to be
original.
Yeah.
So I might have to get the big tier. The tier y'all getting has PS5 to PS3 games.
So the tier that I have, you say you're getting it too, right, Perry?
Yeah.
Yeah, has the PS 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. So from what I understand, the mid tier, and again I'm like drawing a blank on it, has the PS4 and 5 games. And then there's just the regular one that comes with like the regular like PlayStation
I guess
Plus
I'm gonna
bonuses.
have to get the $100 boy too. Hey.
I mean, I think they said it's like $18 a month, for like the premium. And if you're doing like plus extra, I think was the name of it. But if you're doing plus extra, it's like 14 or 15 bucks a month. So different strokes for different folks, but it is one of those things that if you spend more up front, you do save a lot on the back end. So just kind of keep that in mind, especially if you buy a game a month. Maybe don't buy a game and then get that and then just play the games that are on there. So
fair.
Yeah. But yeah, anything else on PlayStation Plus before we get into some nerdy news and television?
As of right now, I don't know. I asked this question earlier. I asked this question with to Kyle, and I forgot to look it up. I don't know if you know, but oh yeah, I am Juice Rose. Absolutely. It depends. Some games I definitely collect that I still want in my possession. Because I don't know if they're going to do like the rotation like Game Pass does, like the Netflix is not there anymore. Also, they won't. But my thing is, I don't know in some of these Game Passes in these games, how is their completion list compared? They're like trophy hunting compared to Sony's. Because I know D-Rain, he said it compares to PlayStation. It was not good, but I'm not for sure. And also, I am Juice. I've looked on Game Pass because I got me an Xbox. It's called my PC. There's not too many games on there that I'm really I'm sitting there that I want to play this compared to a lot that Sony has, because I never had the opportunity to buy Asura's Wrath. Like I played the hell out of the demo, but this gives me opportunity to do so, and I get to replay some of my favorite Sony games that I grew up on. But it doesn't say that Game Pass isn't probably one of the best creations that happen. But I'm just comparing the two when I look at it at just first glance. But I want to see how it plays out, see how it goes. I wonder if Nintendo's going to do something like that. If Nintendo does something like this, I just want everyone to know that Nintendo has won.
Yeah, Nintendo's not going to do anything like this because they're already doing something like this. And you know what that says? It says, hey, you can give us money and we'll let you play our old games because we are never going to mark down our current generation games. And if you want to buy physical copies of our old games, be prepared to pay ridiculous markups. Nintendo is not going to play this game. And quite honestly, I don't think PlayStation is going to play it much more than what they are. They'll probably, because what we have here with the PlayStation Plus Premium, we have a bunch of awesome games, but none of these games are games that came out like a month ago. They've made it
Yeah.
very clear that there's no sustainable way for them to maintain quality and release these games under their current tier. But going over to Xbox, it's crazy because Xbox's thing is, oh, the games are day and date. All of our exclusives are here. So the thing is, I actually, as some of you guys know, I actually got a upgrade thanks to our partners over to a very nice beefy PC that allows me to play some games at very nice settings. And I've been browsing through place not PlayStation, but through Game Pass. And as you go to the exclusives, there's not really anything there but Halo, Forza, and Flight Simulator. Um, I mean, yeah, there's like a bunch of like Xbox One games that you could kind of get into, but like and a lot of old Bethesda games.
Mhm.
It's really weird to like be there now where I can start diving in. I was excited to dive into Game Pass and was talking about it for weeks on end. And now that I'm here, there's not really much to do in it. So I've been playing some Ori Will of the Wisp. I've kind of dirked around in Forza a little bit, but it's like once you kind of get used to what goes on in Gran Turismo, it's very hard to just dial in to what Forza is doing with their arcadey thing. So I don't know, man. Like Game Pass is fine, but I really do think that it's kind of overhyped. I'm kind of curious to see where things are going to go moving forward now that both of these guys are kind of having their own subscription based programs here. Zayana's here. What's up, girl? How you doing?
I always thought Game Pass was lame because, like, I like you don't gotta own a physical copy of the game, but I like it just owning the game, and it's like you gotta pay. You gotta pay like more than once to play. Like, say, so like, what was there? Sea of Thieves was on Game Pass at one point, and
Well,
say
it's
you got
still
like a
there, but yeah,
oh yeah, you got a bunch of friends that's online on Sea of Thieves, and you paying monthly for your Game Pass or yearly, but then you got to pay. Say y'all be playing that game for 3 or 4 years, you're continuously paying for that game every year, every month, or however people got it spread out. When you could just own the game and pay for it one time. So I never really, unless you just like the only thing about Game Pass is if they focused on more story games, like how PlayStation doing, then okay. But like I said, what's another big online game people play? Like say if Halo was on there and you having fun, you making Halo friends, and the only way you can play is if you keep paying. You got to pay for your Xbox subscription, then you got to pay for the Game Pass subscription on top of that. Like I just feel like that's a lot of money going into Microsoft. Like
yeah. I mean, but that is ultimately the strategy. But what we have to think about is like for the person who's only playing 2K, only playing Madden, only playing Sea of Thieves, like that person, Game Pass isn't for you. Game Pass is for the person that does want to play multiple games, or Game Pass is for the parent who doesn't want to buy games all the time for their kids. Here, have this 15 bucks and you better play and be happy with whatever comes to the service because I'm not giving you $60 every time something new comes out. So there's I mean definitely a market there for it. I mean as we see those numbers growing like week over week, but I do agree like for the person that's only playing maybe one or two games, Game Pass definitely is not worth it. Or I mean for that matter, the PlayStation Premium would not be either.